Hey, hey, hello, how are you on this hot July day? Happy July to you. This is the first time that I have seen everybody since it turned July. It was oh so long ago in June. It is so hot here. Let's see, let me get flipped over and we will get rolling. Michelle, hello, Michelle, and my wonderful ammo. Oh my goodness. Thank you. I hope I tried today. It's really hot out. And it says, oh my goodness, I changed the thing. And like I said, I am out of here soon. I'm actually going to be taking, no, not tonight. I'm not leaving you tonight. I've got a whole bunch of things to talk about tonight. But I will not be here on Wednesday. Most likely, You Stories will be moved to Thursday this week. And then next week, we will go back on Monday and Wednesday schedule. And, whoa, what is on my eye? Okay, not sure. Something wet on my face. Who cares? It's hot out. So woo, we got lots of stuff to do today. I've got this magazine rack hitting me in the foot and it's driving me nuts. Simval6567, hello. Becca! Oh my God, Rebecca, how are you? Becca Music Lover is a wonderful person. You need to check out her channel. You need to check out her Instagram. I don't even know if her Instagram's public. It probably isn't, but she is fantastic. Okay, we are going to get going. We've got somebody very special in the audience tonight. Hello, Rebecca. Awesome. Cool. I love it when people from the real world come to visit me. All right. It's 106 degrees in Arizona, Santan Valley, Michelle. Holy cripes. With the air conditioning on, it is, and that is pumping full volume. It is 78 degrees in here. And I love the green hearts. I fear to think what it is outside. And this is my wicked little air conditioner going away as fast as it can. Yeah, at 7 at night, it's 90. And that's not with the humidity. So it's disgusting. It really is. In fact, hold on a second. Completely forgot to do this before I went on air. And I'm going to just be rude and do it right now. Ah, there we go. Okay, that feels ever so much better. Okay, I've got some interesting things. Did you know? Okay, we've got a couple new segments. And as I scratch my ear, I just am used to doing everything in front of the whole world. I am fabulous, Becca. I am hot. And I'm sure you are too. It is ridiculous here. I've got all kinds of interesting notes. I've been so busy. I've been writing things in the strangest of places. We've got upcoming specials again. We've got another special edition You Stories coming up. We've got new guests. I've got a ton of pre-interviews to do when I get back from, yes, the lady is going to take a holiday. She won't be around tomorrow or Wednesday. I'm actually going to be doing something else. But you guys know I'm only on air twice a week. And well, that's if I pop in and surprise you, then sometimes I am, or if I do a rerun, but I don't think I will be. I might pop in and say hello on the 4th of July just to wish it to you. I know that my European and Asia audience has requested it because it's really late there. But, and pardon me, I'm tapping myself off. That's how I roll. Yes, the lady needs a break. It is, but that's how I roll. Guess what? I actually was going to email you and I didn't have your email. We are having, not this coming week, but next week, You Stories is a special edition a week from Wednesday. This Wednesday I won't be here. And it will be Thursday, regular edition You Story, 7 p.m., but it'll be Thursday, and it will be Best Friend in Your Thread. Steph is going to be there. But the following week, we're having a special edition. It is the disabilities discussion. So everybody on the panel is disabled. Yes, and I had to email Michelle. Everybody on the panel has either a mental or physical disability or is a caretaker or a teacher or a family member or multiple, all of the above. And I just really thought we've done a deeper discussion into Christianity. We've done dating, relationships, and, you know, as Angel put it, you know, is married the new single? And, you know, I thought it really was important to do one with disabilities. We had so many people talking about disabilities, and I said, you know what? Hey, I can schedule things whenever I want to. So that will be, let me get my calendar. I have everything right here. Yes, and I actually use a real calendar, like paper. I think I'm probably one of the last people on earth, but I like paper books. I like paper calendars. I try not to too much because of trees. So this is what we've got going on. I see tomorrow there's fireworks. So I hopefully will be in the pool tomorrow, swimming my little body up. I'm going to warn you guys, though. Is it a Wednesday night? It is. It is on the 11th. In fact, if we have room on the panel, I'd love for you to come on. If you don't, please come in the audience. We need as many people as we can get. I can only fit 8, and I have 6 to 7 now, possibly 8. But I've been typing my little fingers off, which we know doesn't work really well with my arthritis. And God forbid I use speech to text. Worlds could explode for the things that get said wrong with that. Oh gosh, I wish I could remember how it was said. Hey, Gambler! It is the Georgia Gambler. I assuming GA is for Georgia, or is it the Gambler? Tell me if I'm wrong or right. Oh, that's how I roll. You would love to be on the panel. Great. I was thinking of you, and I didn't have your email. And I would love to have you also on your own edition of You Stories, but I would love you on the special edition. Can you email me? It's down below, borgiaglobal@gmail.com. I'm going to start promoting it. And if you can email me your picture and everything, because I want to get the thumbnail up and start promoting it. It's a week from Wednesday. And yeah. So Michelle, you also do your voice to text. Yeah, speech to text. Gosh, I wish I could remember a friend of mine. She's legally blind, and I wish I could remember. Of course, I'm having live brain stalls. You get on air and the brain stalls. Windy City, Steve, nice clean shaved armpits. When are they not? I'm constantly raising I realize that I constantly raise my arms up. You know, it's something that I do. And what the hell? I noticed that. I'm like, you know, you constantly show your armpits to all of the world. And I went, well, at least they are well groomed. You got that going on. They used to take pictures of me because when I'd be out dancing, every time I go to take a picture, I do this. And there's like 8 million pictures of me out there doing this. I'm dancing. So good thing I take care of my armpits. I don't know. In Europe, that's not the thing. It might be considered, you know, I'm not on trend, maybe. I don't know. I always wondered about that hairy armpit thing. Awesome. That's how I roll. Definitely email me right away so we can get it going, rolling. And I would love to have you on. I was thinking of you. And I would just have had so many messages going in, out, whatnot, trying to fit everything on. I didn't quite get there, but I'm one person who does all of this. So once in a while, I have a little bit of crew that comes and helps me with an errand or something else like that, especially if I'm really not feeling well, but that would be called my family. That's the special crew. But for the most part, no, the lady does it herself. That's how I roll. I have a friend that lost his eyes, and he has amazing technology for social media and hunting. Yes, he hunts and he's good. No eyesight at all. You know, that doesn't surprise me. They've got some really fascinating things out now. My friend that's legally blind, I wish I could remember what she calls it when her text to speech goes bonkers, but she has a phrase for it and it's absolutely hysterical, and I'll probably remember it for next week. But there is a man that I read about recently who is in an iron lung, which is extremely rare now. he's one of the last polio survivors. And obviously they don't use iron lungs anymore. They don't even manufacture the parts. The man managed to, awesome, Michelle, you just sent me an email on Google Hangouts app. Okay, that's fine, that works. And what was it? It works best if you can send it directly to Gmail, but whichever, that's fine. I will check things afterwards. He managed to go to law school and argue cases in court and do all kinds of things from an iron lung. So I believe that somebody could hunt and do other things, although I would be fascinated to see the technical use of things like that. See, that's why I always think. Somebody says, oh, well, how do you do this or how do you do that? I'm going, well, people can do those things. Well, then I can do that. Ew2, hey, is it Georgia Gambler or Ga Gambler? Saying hello. I would love to know, is it Georgia Gambler or Ga Gambler? I don't know. I'd like to call you the same thing. So great, we've got yet another person on, and it really is all kinds. Obviously this time I'm not going to be a neutral moderator. Well, I wasn't with the dating conversation. I was in on the discussion. The religion ones I'll always be a neutral moderator, and other discussions I'll be a neutral moderator, but this one, obviously I have quite a few disabilities, I'll be in on it. But we've got mental disabilities, physical disabilities, caretakers, educators, we've got it all. So we're going to be all talking and discussing things and telling stories and connecting. Hey, Metrosonic. He's been on TV hunting. It's absolutely amazing. You know, if you know his where I could see this, I would absolutely love to see this. That's how I roll, because I really would love to see the capabilities on how he hunts. I mean, my imagination is going wild with this, of how that works. But with all the technology nowadays, that would be fantastic. Yes, Simval, that is fantastic. That you and Michelle are supporting each other. I forgot at the beginning of the show to tell anybody who's new, every single show that I do, whether it's Lady Borgia Live, whether it's Interview You Stories, my original show where we talk and interview in a different setting, and it's all about the human connection, how we connect through stories. We also have special editions. Anyway, back to the point, girl. Every single live event is for community in here, and not just the creator community. It is for viewers and creators, because there's many people who are viewers that have private channels, and maybe they just share or just watch. And just watch, please. That's what we hope for, dear God. Just watch. Oh, they watch us. I'm surprised. I looked at it and I'm like, wow, people have watched me for thousands of hours. Holy crap. That's something else. But, pardon me, it is hot. Even with the air conditioner, it's hot. But seriously, though, I really want the viewers to be comfortable in here, too, so they can come in and chat and, you know, get to know people. And, Michelle, oh, Ed Roberts, are you telling him about... Is it Ed Roberts? I'm going to have to look that up, because we know I always have a pen and I'm always writing on something, which brings me to some very funny things. And Metrosonic is singing the Brady Bunch song. There's a story with the lovely Brady. That's not how it goes, honey. The Brady Bunch. Ha ha ha. Sometimes I crack myself up. Oh, his name. Thank you. That's how I roll. It's the man who can hunt and do all these wonderful things blind is Joel Tavera. You can see a video on the YouTube channel Black Dagger Military Hunt Club. Okay, let's write that down, and I'm going to say it out again for any of my viewers. I've got a lot of people who turn me on and just listen. So that would be Joel Tavera, Tavera. Yes, I didn't do my red leather, yellow leather beforehand. And that is the YouTube channel. Pardon me. I'm sorry, guys. Black Dagger. I'm writing it down. Black Dagger Military Hunt Club. Okay, I'm going to be checking that out either in the morning when I wake up or when I go down. Wrestler Mania. He just got off another live stream panel discussion. Oh, that's wonderful. You're having fun when you do those when you're not at work. Well, see, that's the thing. Wrestler Mania is supposed to be on our panel, and I'm glad he's having a good time because he will be on next week. The only reason Wrestler Mania will not, because he has both a disability and is a caretaker and family member. So I told you, we've got a really good mix of people of various ages and all kinds of things. I really like having a nice mix of people. The only reason WrestleMania won't be on is if he gets suddenly called into work, but that's just how his job is. So if we get to have him, we're going to be very lucky and very happy. So fantastic. That will be the 11th. And also, best friend in your threads, birthday is the 11th. I don't know if she wants me shouting it out, but she said it there. But she's going to be on the 5th, this Thursday. And I will try to pop in and say happy 4th of July to you guys. But hey, the lady might be off. I might actually take some time off between no work, no YouTube work, no organizing work. Although I love everything that I do. I truly do. Okay, so did you know? Oh, Metrosonic, I'm a very busy man taking care of family and being consistent while supporting others, especially as plus my clients. Oh, you sound like me. Nice to know you, Metrosonic. That's fantastic. Hopefully you will come by more often. I do 2 shows a week, Lady Borgia Live, which is me here, myself, where we do news, chat, information, announcements. In fact, anybody who has an announcement, it goes in the What's Up segment, and I put it down below. Some weeks, oh my gosh, the other week, we were so full, I had to interdisperse it throughout the whole show. There was so much to announce. There was so much going on. It's a little bit quieter this week in the What's Up section because I think the holidays are coming, at least in the US. This is an international show, both of mine. So that's only, Independence Day for us. Our country's birthday. You know what fascinates me? People who don't know that the 4th of July is our country's birthday, the United States, obviously. Canada is right there. And a lot of the time, I don't think we even think of Canada as another country because you can pass back and forth so easily. And it's definitely friendly countries. And but yeah, that is just a U.S. holiday. We already had Mexican Independence Day, which is Cinco de Mayo. And now it is ours, Independence Day, the 4th, the United States' birthday. We are actually a very new country if you think about it, 200 and something years is not that much. Who knows how many years old the United States is going to be? Let's see. Because guess what else it is today? There's a bunch of holidays today, and I love looking this up because, and I told you guys that I'm going to figure out how on earth we have a holiday. Because I want to make a national holiday, and all these people make a national holiday, and I haven't gotten a chance yet. To do it, wait 1 second, hold on, and there we go. I haven't gotten a chance to look it up yet, but we are going to, sorry, I just looked at a message that came in. I'm laughing. Okay, hold on a second. Okay, there we go, and then we're headed back over here. So let's see. Rachel Evolve, what is up? God bless America. That's right. Help me. It's hot as hell. Yes, honey, it's hot as hell here too, and I had to get back in that. The USA will be 241 on the 4th of July. Yeah, I know it's July 4th, 1776. I think it's more than 241 though. So let's pop it out. And let's see here. I know it's 1776 because the bicentennial was in 1976. 242 this year. Close, Michelle. Very close. I thought we were closer to 250. Maybe I'm thinking of 238 when I did it. Oh, Lowe's girl, what is up? And Mama Styles. Oh my God. Okay, yes, it is so hot. I'm dying, and we're going to talk about that in a second. Mama Styles is a future guest on You Stories. We've got a lot of guests coming in. We are pretty much booked up for most of July, but the end of July and August look like they're pretty packed too. We've got quite a few people also coming in from not on YouTube. And oh my gosh, your port, yeah, 120 degrees. So this is the thing today. It's funny, like I said, those holidays, it's also made in the USA Day. So we're going to have 4th of July on Wednesday, and today is made in the USA Day. The other holidays, I have to look this up every day. It is National I Forgot Day. So if I have a live brain stall, it's okay. It's National I Forgot Day. It seems to be Freedom from Fear of Speaking Day. I'm going to have to look that one up. Apparently, that is not a fear I have. Hardly. Yeah, not. But for those that do have a fear of speaking, come on You Stories and I'll help you. It is this is an interesting one. National Anisette Day. You know, this would have been cool to have the disability special on today. I didn't know it, but it is Special Recreation for the Disabled Day. I didn't know that. It is also World UFO Day. And let's see, on this day in history, we're not going to go through that. We could, but you know what? I'm going to head back. So we are back in here. Whoop, and I clicked on the wrong box. So you were made in the USA WrestleMania. I believe I was. I believe I was made in the USA. I know my parents met on Guam, which is really weird, but true. And they traveled all over the place and whatnot. But I believe I was made in the USA. I was born in the USA. Okay. Hey, Happy Lux, what is up? And there, Windy City Steve, are my art prints again, just for you, my love. So we're gonna talk. It's hot, and I'm looking for my things. I wrote a few things down. It is so hot. I've been drinking this giant thing of water. We know that I always have my Hydro Flask, and this is the big one that I usually exercise with and swim in the pool. And God, I hope tomorrow I get to start swimming laps again. I keep saying I get to start. Let's see. And I haven't gotten to start yet because I keep having some issues, but I just keep trying. Well, so that's how I roll, is going to Florida. Oh God, because your AC stopped working and it was 112 degrees in the house today. That is not healthy. That's very dangerous. So we're heading down for a few days to take care of and find some new maintenance person. Yeah, I'm glad you are, because 112 is just terribly dangerous. I wouldn't want anything to happen to you. I'm having a lot of issues in the air conditioning. It's just the heat is so much, and the barometric pressure and the humidity and everything else like that. I'm in some pretty bad pain. You would never be able to tell. That's how I am. I'm a very calm person. I would have to be having like my legs sawed off for you to know that I was like, I'm very calm. It's so funny when I'm shopping in New York. I always get, because I'm now hybrid, Santa Barbara, California, and New Yorker. Yeah, WrestleMania, it is, supposedly today is National UFO Day. Yeah, I just announced that, but I think it is really out there. I have to agree. Michelle has Born in the USA stuck in her head. Oh, Lord, not Bruce Springsteen. I have to say, not the biggest fan, although I live, New York, New Jersey, Bruce Springsteen, New Jersey, especially since I live in a vacation area. I have to remember that. I always end up living in vacation areas and then going, wait, people pay to come here. Oh, that's right. Well, think of Santa Barbara, California, of course. But excuse me. So hopefully I get to go swimming, but yes, Rachel is right. Please remember to keep your pets hydrated. People are leaving their pets out in the sea. It breaks your heart. Hey, W. Moore, greetings, Earthlings. Happy UFO Day. And it's National Made in the USA today. Speaking of that, we've been trying to get my dog to drink all day. She only goes outside. She's a big girl, a black lab boxer mix, big muscled girl. And she's been having a bit of trouble too. Well, she's 9 now, and she was a rescue dog. Lost girl, I wonder if they'll open Area 51 for today only. I wish. That would be so good. And Michelle, I used to live in Connecticut, and I lived in Connecticut too for a bit. Rachel's in Connecticut now. Wow, we got a lot of people that were in Connecticut. I did. I lived in Connecticut, not for an incredibly long period of time, but I did. And it's true about the dogs and everything else like that. And the people, like I said, I'm very calm. When I go shopping in New York on Fifth Avenue, it's so funny because New Yorkers can be very agitated. And I guess in comparison, my family and friends tell me I'm probably the most patient person they know. I don't like to yell. I can talk and have a lot of energy, but excuse me, like yelling and that's just not usually my thing. I can be fierce if I want to get something done, but I'm not a yeller. And they always say to me, they're like, "You are so calm." Yeah, because stress is painful, although I was born that way. Mama Styles may not stay long today. Oh, Mr. Leo is being a butt and been having a bad day with getting into everything. I am sorry to hear that. Mr. Leo, listen to your mother. Be good to her. She's a very good woman. That's how I roll. We are not there, but we keep the AC set to 80. Oh, your electric bill. I can imagine was so high. Started checking the thermostat. It was only blowing. Oh, I'm glad you hit. I'm glad you checked and saw that it was only blowing hot air. That happened to me with my refrigerator once. I know, not quite as important. I don't live in my refrigerator, although today I'd like to. Because that could have been very dangerous if you went to sleep that way. Yes, please hit the likes and tweet this out. I did not get a chance to tweet this beforehand. I think I did maybe 2 hours ago, but I've been very, very busy setting up the disability special edition a week from the 4th of July. And like I said, it's been hot. I've been drinking water constantly. I've been trying to get my dog to drink water. And that's our Angel Domingue, which if you go down in the description box, you will find both of her books, along with WondermusiquE's music and Diana's wonderful jewelry. Angel is the official guest co-host of Interview You Stories, because she's been there from the beginning. And Rand Gems, what is up? How is everybody doing today? So we're going to get talking about things. Like I said, it's hot. I've been drinking this so much. So we're going to get into some of the interesting things. We're going to do the phrase of the day. In fact, 2 phrases of today. Some interesting information. We're going to be all over the place. But, wow, it's already half an hour went by. That's incredible. Oh, Leo keeps getting into the recyclables and messing with the dogs. Yeah, he's 2. It's hot and people are agitated and kids get into things. God knows, I know I got into God knows what when I was a child. I can tell some very interesting stories from that. So I can't get my dog to pee all the time, but apparently, so I've been drinking enough water. I'm running in and out of the bathroom like crazy. Apparently, I'm hydrated, which brings me to something. It's bizarre information, but we know that I talk about everything on here. It could be a serious discussion. It could be something strange. You never quite know what the hell is coming out of my mouth. Red Jam, support me, support me, support me. H.L. the Great, wonderful. We got everybody coming in today. Fantastic. Tweet it out. Let's have a party because it's a Monday and it's a hot, sucky Monday. So, what was it? Did you know? This is something that I realized and I wrote it down. Since I've been visiting the restroom so often today and trying to get my dog outside and whatnot, I thought of it, and you know how people talk about how their husband won't put the seat down on the toilet and whatnot? Well, I'm one of those people that not only do I want the seat put down, I want that lid put down tight. I figure the toilet's got a lid for a reason. And then I realized there's an interesting fact about the toilet that many people may not realize. Um, do a cover change by Garth Brooks. That's funny. That's how I roll. 802 Vids. What is up? How are you? By the way, I stopped by on Saturday to see you, Chris, and there was no Chris. Where was 802 Vids? Which, by the way, go down in the description box. 802 Vids normally has a really cool live stream on Saturday at 8:02, and you will find 802 Vids link below in the description box. Woo! So I stopped by, but there was no 802 Vids this Saturday. Did you guys know, though, you should always put the lid down on the toilet? Do you know why? You guys are going to go want to throw your toothbrushes out after this. That's how I roll. Flush twice, and you got fresh, cool drinking water. Kind of. It depends how clean your bowl is. Although, you can go in the tank to get clean water. The tank water is clean. The bowl is questionable on how clean it is and residues from chemicals. Rachel goes, ew. Well, another ew is, do you shut the lid on your toilet? Because if you don't shut the lid on your toilet, I hope to God you've been covering your toothbrush. Because of the way the force of the water, when the toilet flushes, it forces air up out of it, which also carry whatever bacteria are in the toilet. They're very lightweight. So, Mama Sal's poop particles. Well, actually, it's the bacteria in it, and guess how far it travels? Does anybody want to take a guess how far the air from a flushing toilet travels? Take a guess. We've got ew, we've got Tyrol. That's because it's the fan. I love you guys. Any guesses how far that germy toilet water air travels? It's going to freak you out. 25 feet. And no, this isn't something new to me. I've known this. This is why I am so big on closing the lid. So if your toothbrushes are out and you don't have them covered, yeah, it goes flying. Luckily, most people's immune systems are used to this and everything else like that. Oh, yes, that exactly, Rachel. Your Evan toothbrush. That's what I mean. I thought of this today and I made a note to tell you guys this. I'm like, I wonder if anybody knows that. Close the lid. Not only put the seat down, close that lid. And they actually sell, if your toothbrush doesn't come with a cover, if you go in that section where it's got like random toiletries, like travel size stuff, they usually sell toothbrush covers. All of my toothbrushes are like have covers on them, even though there is a wall in between where my sink is and where the potty is. And the lid is down. I'm still like, oh, hell no, because people wash their hands, whatnot. You know, you don't know what water is flinging, and then you put it in your mouth. So yeah, go. Exactly. You keep your toilet seat down. You got to keep the lid down too, though, Angel. Yeah, well, Angel doesn't have a reason to lift the seat up. And that's how I roll. I'm only going outside from now on. I love you. I love you. Your toothbrush is safe then. If you go outside, your toothbrush is fine. You have absolutely no worries. But yeah, these are the random thoughts that go through my head, and then I save them for you guys. Figured you might want to know. And Mama Stas says, I close, but other people in my household don't. Yeah, see, I do, and everybody in my household knows, no matter which bathroom, we close it because, well, I also took microbiology and all that kind of stuff, so I know things that you just don't want to know. I'm one of those people that when I come home, one of the first things I do, I take my shoes off. We don't wear shoes in the house because really wherever you've been walking, now that tracks around your house, and God forbid you've gone in a public bathroom, which I don't care how clean they are, they skeeve me. I'm one of those people who is skeeved by public. That's cute. Public restrooms. Laws go, oh my God, poo water flinging. Well, not the water, but the germy air. Yeah, it travels 25 feet. If you figure that water is, pushing down, it's forcing air out of there. So that's the fun of me being an artist and a scientist is I know some weird crap. And I share it with you because I love you all. Hell, it's entertaining. And what the hell? You should know it. Yeah. Poo air, lols girl. Poo air. Flinging away. And I don't know who it was. Somebody was talking about um I know somebody was talking about somebody the other day who is the poo emoji queen. And I'm trying to, is it ankylosing spondylitis or was it you, lols girl? Somebody was talking about it when I was listening to some live streams while I was painting the other night. I actually sat down, turned my phone off, and then just listened while I was doing some special effects painting. Because I'm like, you have not just sat down and painted without filming it, without doing anything, just for the hell of it. In a while, and that's how I roll. I don't allow dish towels, only paper towels for counters and hands. Let's go. I love your honesty and creativity. Thank you. There's plenty more coming. Believe me, it hasn't run out since I was born. I came out of the room this way, and that's what you see. Can we switch the subject, please? I'm getting grossed out. I'm trying to eat my dinner. Yes, we can in a second. That's how I roll. Bidet is healthier than toilet paper. I think you are correct, Mama Styles. A bidet is much healthier than toilet paper. In fact, they have that damn commercial where they ask people to go in and wipe with that toilet paper that's got ridges. Oh, that's how I roll. They have a bidet too. Yeah, it's like a power washer for your butt. I don't want to know what's doing in my toothbrush. Get a new toothbrush. Rachel, maybe Rachel kills me. I love Rachel. If you haven't seen her videos, go see them. I am obsessed with her backdrop. Rachel, is that like a gunmetal color? Because I'm obsessed with like the color of your backdrop. I know mine does that, and if I stretch it out, it looks exactly the same. But yours is like the coolest gunmetal color. Plus, she's flipping gorgeous. So maybe that's why some people have bad breath. I have to use that. I'm gonna borrow that. I'm gonna borrow that, Rachel. I love it. Yeah. Oh, probably ankylosing spondylitis. It sounds like Ashley. Okay. Yeah, I heard somebody saying it, and I thought it was ankylosing spondylitis. I did not think it was you, Lois girl, but for some reason I don't know why I got the names in my head. Who knows? It's hot. My brain is melting. That's why it says in the title, melting. I keep thinking of Frank is hashtag Frank is melting. Arte Mortifica, Arte Morbid. He's been busy, so he hasn't been here. But it's a joke that we have. But yeah, a bidet is so much healthier. Very true. Sadly, in the US, we don't have many. I mean, of course, it's way healthier to wash afterwards than to just use toilet paper. And they have that commercial where because there's ridges in the toilet paper, it's supposed to clean better. And they have people go in, they're like, well, I have to use this toilet paper. Do you feel clean enough to take off your underwear? And I'm like, what the hell does that have to do with it? So you can have a dirty rear as long as you have underwear on. What the hell is that? I don't know. I don't understand that. What one has to do with the other. So if your rear end is clean, it's okay to go commando. But if it's dirty, what, the underwear is some kind of special barrier? Dear God, I'm glad I don't do laundry. Um, yes, thank you. Oh, it's rose gold. Okay. I was wondering but you have it stretched out. It's obviously not black. And there's a black gold one that I want to get. I actually have a blue one and a white one for Christmas. I just have never changed this because everybody loves the black so much. And I kind of do too. It's my sparkly cave. It's very comfortable. Laws go, what about wipes? Yes. A matter of fact, wipes, we always keep them in our bathroom because they're much better than toilet paper. Just make sure you get the ones that are flushable or put them in the trash can and change your trash daily, if not more. We always have wipes in our bathroom because I just think the cleanliness of the nether regions is important. I think the cleanliness of everything is important, but yeah, we do. We keep wipes in our bathroom. Yes, Rachel. I'm going to show that because I think it's funny. Um, yeah, it's still exactly. It's still dirty and covered. I don't know what the ridges toilet paper really are supposed to do. Um, if you really want to be clean, use a bidet or get some wipes. But like I said, we discuss everything in here, whether it's a hard discussion, whether it's religion, disabilities, dating life, single things. The only thing I say, as long as everybody's respectful, we can talk about anything as long as it's not something that will get me thrown off the air. But no, in all seriousness, it's true. It's also funny as hell. I can't figure it out. Why? And then these people are walking around with this little baggie with their underpants. And I'm like, well, what about the ones that are already going commando? I mean, don't people do that? I don't know. I think I went 2 years at one point. That might be TMI, but true. Absolutely true. Just didn't care for them, so didn't wear them. I don't think it's that big of a deal. People get a little, uptight about things like underpants in America. Underpants, take them or leave them. That's how I roll. Seriously, we do have a bidet seat. It's for Justin to help him take care of himself in the restroom. And it has a remote mounted on the wall. They're cheap now on Amazon. Yeah, you know what? That's actually a good idea. And they do. I had a friend who broke his hip and he had to have special things put in to make sure to properly clean after using the restroom. And it's actually something, you know what? Thank you. I am going to check that out because wipes are great, but I think it's just much nicer. I think everybody likes if you use the restroom, regardless of how you used it. If you take a shower afterwards, you always feel happier. So, I'm a scientist. See, you have to understand, and I was in medicine, we talk about this stuff like it's just a regular thing. I mean, we're talking about, bowels and whatnot, and penises and, anus, this, perianal folds, whatnot, and we're not batting an eye. I mean, I used to date a physician, and to us, normal conversation at the dinner table was maybe a little bit different. I mean, he's talking about somebody going septic and, I'm not going to say all these things. I don't want to gross anybody out. I know some people are eating dinner, but I'm getting back on Michelle. I'm going to wait. What did she say? Oh, the 2 alpacas. Awesome. Okay. Bidets, especially for girls with toilet paper, is bad, especially for girls. Exactly. Hey, 2 alpacas. Laura here, first time on the live stream. Was told you're awesome by some other YouTubers. Yay! Awesome. And I love alpacas. I have my alpaca blanket right over there. I go to an alpaca farm every year when I go to the cabin. I love them. I always bring them carrots and feed them and pet them. That's just so cool that you come. 2 alpacas, if you don't know, I do 2 live streams a week, Lady Borgia Live. I also have an original show, Interview You Stories, where people connect through their stories and we get to know people, not just YouTubers, and it's not focused on their channels per se. We might mention it, but it's very different. We also have special discussions, and next week is a special edition on disabilities. So would love to have you come by. We've got all ages, sexes, mental, physical, people who take care of disabilities, family members, caretakers, all kinds of things. If you don't know, I have a couple physical disabilities. I have severe rheumatoid arthritis and fibromyalgia. So I always have an ongoing fundraiser. It's still going from World Fibromyalgia Day. I think I'll finally change it soon. Thank you for all that have donated. And by the way, thank you to all my patrons from PayPal and Patreon. So thank you very much. I'm really thrilled to have some. So, oh my gosh. Oh dear, Lol's girl, your brother-in-law accidentally used a Clorox wipe on his bum. Ah! I can believe it burned. Bleach will take off several layers of your skin, and that's a mucocutaneous junction. Getting into a little histology here, which is the same thing. Your mouth is a mucocutaneous junction. It's the type of epithelium from one side to the other. Don't worry, I'm not going to totally geek out on you with science. Although I never think of that as geeking out. It's just normal. Anyway, let me roll down and get back to the thing. Oh, get to the farm. Awesome. You are here. Oh, you have severe fibromyalgia. Well, then you know what? 2 alpacas. I also have that too. I've got a bunch of other things, but I don't get into the details because it's just, go on and on and on. I have a video that explains some of my things that I did a while back, so I wouldn't have to keep explaining it. It's called My Invisible Illnesses, Paying It Forward. I also have a series called, it's a health, wellness, and lifestyle series of all the things that I've helped myself with over the last 10 years. I'm a scientist and a patient. It's called Feeling Better with Borgia. Bit kitschy, I know the title is, but it's fun. Because I give all the information. I was in a wheelchair at one point. I was a very active person, got sick overnight. This is the very short version. And I forgot when I made that video, I was in a wheelchair for a while. So would love to have you come to, it's going to be on the 11th. It's a special edition of You Stories. We're going to be talking about it. So I've got to make the event. It will start showing on my page as of Wednesday, and you can click the reminder bell, but you can also click the bell on my page and awesome. Oh, I love it. Oh, let's see. I spy 2 alpacas too. I find it really interesting, actually. Lols go, okay, great. You love the science. I'll keep doing it, guys. They call me science. They say I have my family scientific Tourette's because it just kind of flies out of my mouth. But if y'all like it, I will keep doing it. I just, ooh, I'm looking at my different things because I write things down. Awesome. Then we'll see you there. S2W Themes. Wonderful to see you, Enzo. Good, good, good. It is wonderful seeing everybody. Anybody who doesn't know somebody, get to know each other. Like I said, every live event I have is for viewers and creators. I notice it because sometimes you go and somebody doesn't have anything on their page. Well, guess what? That was me. My channel says 2013, I believe. Yeah, there wasn't anything there that was public until a couple months ago. Technically February 7th. I put out 2 videos before that, but we're not going to get into that story because when my grandmother passed, then I stopped, blah, blah, blah. I've told it a billion times. Michelle, I'm still here. I'm just cleaning my room. That's okay, honey. You don't have to talk the whole time. I was just listening yesterday. So this is my problem with live streams. I try to turn them on and just listen, except I have this thing that I have to say hello. It's like I feel weird if I go into a live stream and don't say something. I almost feel like I'm walking into a room, and I know not everybody does them in a necessarily show format like my 2 different shows, but still, I feel like I'm walking into somebody's room or show or whatever it is and ignoring them. So it's like this, I'm compelled to be like, hello, how are you? So I'm sitting there painting because it was so hot and it was miserable, and I can't just sit and watch TV. I really didn't feel like watching YouTube, and I really wanted to paint. And for those of you who don't know, I like to paint either objects and whatnot, which I can't do right now. All my stuff was stolen for my acrylic paints and all those brushes and my 2 favorite works, my Victorian screen painting and an ornament that I made. But that's okay. It will come back to them and it will come back to me. Will never forget learning them or taking the classes or whatnot. I really am a studied artist and always studying and learning still, as I am a scientist. And so I was sitting there painting, and my other favorite thing obviously is special effects painting. And I am saving up what I get from Patreon and PayPal for a special paint set so I can do even cooler things for you guys. And I will be I'm working on more than just little clips of the special effects. I'm going to be doing tutorials. I'm going to start out easier. It's just some of my paintings go on for hours, like 8 hours, because I can't take my head off and put it on a shelf. So, and I have all kinds of things in here to play with. And I mean, this was from, you never know what I'm going to do with them. I think this was a prop in some of my pictures. It's actually a bracelet. I have all kinds of things around. I think I also used it so I could see the bells, to paint bells on my head. You never know what I'm doing to myself. I have to say hello several times. Angel says I was listening to live streams and then they start talking about me and it was nice. And 3 times this happened. So right away I say hello. Yes. Wednesday, I'll be bringing some art pieces I made in high school on the 11th. Awesome. Thank you, Mama Styles. Karma's coming for the thief. That's how I roll. I've got a toothbrush you can have. That's so nice. Yeah, definitely. Close those toilet lids, guys. Keep them closed. Yeah, well, see, that's the thing that happens with me. I'm sitting there painting because, it's so hot. I'm uncomfortable. I don't feel like sitting and watching. And a lot of the time painting because, I don't know if you guys can see my hands, but they're really badly swollen. Like where it's supposed to dip in on your hands, it's puffed out on mine. The skin on my feet is stretching, and I don't know if you can see it, but this finger right here is starting to form a bump and curve. And that happens with rheumatoid arthritis. Hopefully my fingers don't end up like funny tree trunks, but it's starting with this end. So as long as it doesn't move to my heart, we're all good. I can handle, my hands have already looked funny for a long time. They stopped looking cute a long time ago. 2 alpacas just dropping in, gotta go. We'll definitely be back. Wonderful, because I've got more stuff coming. And by the way, 2 alpacas, if you ever have an announcement, whether it be personal, on your channel, whatnot, tell me, because I do a what's up segment, and we haven't gotten there yet. We did a little bit. Yeah, don't let people get to you, dance it off. Yeah, speaking of which, there's been some like crappy negativity of people bitching about this or saying that about this person or whatnot. And we all know this channel is safe. You're allowed to express yourself. In fact, I encourage it. I freaking love discussions as long as they're logical and reasonable. You might get called for a logical fallacy, and I might tell you which one it is. And definitely ad hominem is never allowed on here, which if you don't know, that is a type of logical fallacy. That means basically name calling and cutting into somebody's personally instead of arguing the point. So that's cool. We can talk about all kinds of things in here, and I don't consider it drama. As long as we're not bashing or doing any of that crap, I'm cool, because I think people should talk about things. That's why I have all these special edition discussions. I love a good discussion, even if you don't agree. That's cool. Tell me why. I like to know what people think. I'm curious because, I've got my mind. We've only got one mind, and there's billions of minds out there. And it always fascinates me what comes from other people. Oh, I love it. Exactly, Mama Styles. Twerk it off. So, yeah, if you go into a room, you hear somebody talking crap, obviously they don't have anything better to do. But so if it's anything, reasonable, talk about it here. Yeah, let's see. Angel, my life is drama free. I don't do drama. No, we do discussions. I'm all about, let's talk about it. I don't want to like talk about it behind someone's back. I want to talk about it right here in front of the whole freaking world. That's me. We all know I'm that way. I was born that way. That way it's drama can't exist if you talk about it. If it's like hiding behind the corner, then it's but I don't like that. That's bullshit, but oh, trolls. I run away from it. Yes, S2W Themes is a very positive person. Hey, I'll talk about things that aren't exactly popular things to talk about. But like I said, logical and rational and respectful. If you disagree, that's freaking cool. If you don't like something, that's fine. Say it and tell me why, because I want to know. I'm curious, exactly. Let's talk about it. I don't like the hiding in the like shadows bull crap, that kind of thing. But most of my regulars know that, and anybody who's new, hey, feel free to talk. I encourage everybody to talk during use stories, during special editions, during Lady Borgia Live. All of these are very interactive. And use stories got created because I wanted to hear about what you thought and the way you guys see the world. And it's not the normal YouTube interview, because none of them are cold interviews. Every single person who comes on, I've talked to at length before they come on, and I've researched them and talked to them, because there's plenty of other people that do, interviews where people just come on, and there's nothing wrong with that. But that's just not my style. I want to know the little things that make people connect with each other. I think that's cool. Or big things, And when we do the discussions, Allie's Metal Moments, I love her name. We run into each other in various threads. I say hello mostly to listen while I cook. Yeah, see, that was my problem when I was painting the other day. I'm painting, but then I kept having something to say. So then I'd stop and type into my phone. And that's my only problem. is I'll think of something and I'm like, okay, well, just hold on a sec. Let me, and I'm sitting, because I sit here to paint. This is also is my painting studio. I set up where I film and do this in the same spot. This is not a wall. In fact, let me roll forward to make sure I'm not on it. Uh-oh, I am. Let's not pull that down again. Hold on. Scooting around the room. There we go. That's actually a multiple backdrop system that I created myself. I had a little bit of help from a family member to build it because of my hands, but I have multiple backdrops up at one time. And the way my studio sits, this is actually kind of in the center of the room. So there's a desk and whatnot. You guys have actually seen the other side. When I go, I'm sorry, I'm futzing around in my chair. I know, I'm being a terrible, terrible host right now. Okay, wait, let me get comfortable. Oh, that's much better. I only go to a few live streams that are peaceful. I don't mind talking or debating SW themes. I matter enjoy the interaction. Some don't know how to talk, and in lies the adventure. Yeah, see, that's the problem. And Angel used to, as in past tense, Mama Styles, I used to have 7 trolls, not 1, 3, 4, but 7. As soon as I put up a video, 7 thumbs down. That is freaking weird. 7. I mean, I have heard of people who make up fake accounts just to go dislike, and I think that's weird. It's not funny. It's not funny. But if you think about that, like, I'm trying to get through my day and get everything done. And we're talking about things that I like doing. And I'm developing business, I do YouTube, I do so many different things. I'm very busy and I coordinate all these things and I do it because I love it. And I'm sitting there thinking, when I do take some time, I think the last freaking thing that I would do would be to create freaking fake accounts just to go dislike. I mean, how much time do you have? Please get a hobby. Please, I'll give you one of mine. I've got plenty. My problem is I don't have enough time. Oh, Lol's girl, you know what? If you have a huge, you know what, Lol's girl, you weren't here for my report, my watch out report. Let me tell you why that might be. Why you have so many dislikes lately. I also do a segment called Watch Out. It's not really my favorite because it's usually things that are crappy or things you got to watch out for. I mean, I was not particularly creative in naming that. But sometimes with YouTube, you got to make it blunt or people don't know what it is. Let's see. Okay, hold on. I have to get a drink and then I want to explain this. Lolsgar, I like lighthearted conversation as well as deep questions. Me too. I will talk about the toilet, getting your toothbrush dirty. I will have the adult PJ party edition, which Lolsgar, if you didn't see, you got to go see it. Everybody wants to do it again, which it's definitely adult version. It doesn't get filthy, but it's definitely adult. We get in there. And I love to have fun. I now know I used to be known for throwing wonderful parties. And in fact, I used to have a Christmas party every year that was semi-formal. Everybody get dressed up for it. You know why it was? Because one year when I was in college, I had a dress I wanted to wear. So I made a party. I admit it. It was for my blue velvet dress. But I did. I always had food and games and all this stuff. So I was always known for throwing a fantastic party. And now I know I can do it online too. So we will have another adult PJ party and play Truth or Dare and I Never. And the fun game that I made up, name the body part without saying the name. And yeah, I admit I made that up. So Lol's Girl, I have a huge amount of dislikes lately. And let me run through this. Are you sure they were the 7 dwarfs? And so says to Angel. Mama Styles, Angel, maybe they realized they weren't getting any attention from you. They were craving. And Lolsgar says, the fake accounts are giving me watch time hours. Exactly. Come watch. I don't give a crap if you like me or not. Watch my channel. That's the right attitude. You go, Lols girl. Angel turned her thumbs down off. They stopped. I keep it off. I know she keeps it off, and I keep forgetting that she keeps it off and trying to click it anyway. So I keep trying, and I'm like, it's not. Oh crap! Angel turned it off. That's right. In fact, I think there was a thing, and Lois, I haven't forgotten. I'm going to explain to you the dislike bots in case you haven't heard them. It was a watch out that I did. I don't get, and watch. I'm going to get it now because there is a thing called the dislike bots. I'm going to get to the point. And I found out of it because LuxCat, which Luxie, I'm so sorry, I have been by. Some of you guys, if I haven't commented lately, it's not because I haven't watched your videos, it's because my hands freaking hurt and I'll watch it on TV or whatnot and I can't comment. Then I go back through my history and I try to come back and comment later. I try to do it sometimes my hands just flipping hurt. And it's just so much easier for me to just click through on TV. Yes, those adult versions are the best. We are definitely having another one. Every single person who participated and the audience came back and said, do it again, and they're watching it. It's still up. You can go watch it. Angel presents me with a wonderful, like, amazing award at an hour in, which I keep right here. It hasn't been hung up yet, but is this beautiful or what? So it was really special. It was my first adult one, which I let them vote. And it was really, I did not expect a cake and an award. I thought I was celebrating Neil's birthday and the adult edition. So you'll have to come by for that. Anyway, the dislike bots. Luxie one day, she says to me, she's like, she'd done a purse. And she does a lot of high-end purses and designer items. She's in Dubai. And in fact, I have to check. She was going to start a live stream and I was helping her figure out when to do it so she would have maximum exposure across the globe. I guess I've gotten being very well known for knowing time zones. But I used to travel a lot. So this time of year, we're GMT -4. But because of daylight savings time, I don't put EDT because most people don't realize what that is. I just still put EST, Eastern Standard Time. Technically, I should be putting after my time, 7 p.m. EDT, Eastern Daylight Time. But most people don't use that in the US. So it's kind of pointless. I put GMT -4. It's plus or minus what you are from Greenwich Mean Time. And guess what? It is our first chloroseptic time, and I don't have Coco. Where are you, Coco? Oh, I see Coco. All right, hold on. We got to get Coco. Oh, we'll use the egg. For anybody who doesn't know, I need my tonsils removed, and the first doctor, for some reason, did an endoscopy. Yep, shoved that camera up my nose and down my throat and said, yep, you have horribly inflamed tonsils. It's because I have autoimmune diseases. So let me do this. See that? So you don't stare down my throat. Anyway, I live on this stuff. Well, not live on, but I get sore throats really easily because of my tonsils. That's also why I get sick very easily. Becca, I gotta go, and I'll come back in a little bit. Okay, Becca, I love you so much. Thank you for coming. Oh my God, I'm spitting. You know, I get very excited. Spitting on people again. Spitting on my audience. I love you, Becca. Thank you so much for stopping by. You are fabulous. So I like Luxie. Yeah, she's on Twitter. She's got beautiful bags and watches. Yeah, Michelle, you don't have daylight savings time. I know a bunch of people live in Arizona. My grandparents used to have a winter home there. So you guys don't have it. And that's why I use GMT a lot time, because in the US, it's very confusing where uses it and where doesn't. Where I went to camp, the camp that's a Lake of the Wood camp for girls and Greenwood camp for boys. Yes, I went to a hoity-toity camp. Yeah, it was really fun, but it was kind of hoity-toity. I did ride horses every day. Anyway, point being, we didn't have daylight savings time there either. So what happened to Luxie? Oh, WondermusiquE! He's here. He says, oh, stop it. Oh, yeah, Lois, I believe it. You had yours removed as a kid. Yeah. I get sick, and it's part of my autoimmune thing from having, because rheumatoid arthritis is an autoimmune disease. All my joints from the neck down are affected now. But the guy, I go through this thing and, you know, I had a CAT scan and all this stuff. And, you know, it's always so much fun to have a camera stuck up your nose and down your throat. It's a good day. Good day. So thank you, Dr. Pasalacqua, for doing nothing. He looked at him and he says, yeah, they're swollen, and didn't do anything. So my primary care physician, who is a rock star, one of the best doctors ever, other than my other doctor. But anyway, he said, you got to go to another one. This is ridiculous. I don't know why he didn't schedule surgery to remove them. So spitting on people, I mean. Hey, Remy, what is up? How are you? Remy's lurking. I'm not good at lurking. I suck at lurking. I can't control myself. I have to say hello. Anyway, Law's girl about Luxie. I know I've said it 45 times now. It's the heat. I'm going to say it's the heat. And it was natural forgetting day too, or something like that. So I'm going to blame it on that. Anyway, Luxie got hit, it was probably a month or two back, with a ridiculous amount of dislikes, like all at once. And this guy was in her spam box and saying, you know, subscribe to me, blah, blah, blah. And she said, well, when I see you around my channel and, you know, and active, I'll subscribe to you. But, you know, she'd never seen him. And all of a sudden, bam, 150 dislikes. I think it was 150. It was like an obscene number. It was impossible. So I looked it up, and she says, do you know what happened? What should I do? Do you think I should put it back up? She already had like so many views on it, and you know, it was kind of sad. And she does such a beautiful job. Somehow she always manages to have like whatever room she's in coordinate with the packaging or with the bag, and it's coordinated with her outfit. And like, I noticed this stuff and I was like, damn, that sucks. So turns out they've been around for a long time. I don't know why YouTube doesn't do much about them, but they are bots, you know, BOTS, dislike bots that people build. And I was looking at 2013. There's videos of people having trouble and reporting it to YouTube. Sadly, YouTube doesn't do much about it. And I did a whole thing on it on a watch out. I think that was my very first watch out segment, was about dislike bots. So they say don't engage with people like that. Just like, I just clicked that flag. I was getting people, come subscribe to my channel. If you do that, I will subscribe to you. Trust me. Yeah. First off, anybody who I don't know who comes up and says, trust me, yeah, F off. I'm not going to trust you. That's like waving a big red flag. I mean, not conversationally, like, oh, trust me, that sucked. But like, come to my channel and then I will subscribe back. Bullshit, you will. You will not. And why the hell am I going to come to your channel, subscribe to you? It would be these channels that I didn't even understand what they were saying, and there were no captions or anything. I went, okay, well, it's not music. It's not anything else. I don't understand what you're saying. I'm not going to subscribe to your channel because I don't know what the F is going on. But I found out, really bad idea to deal with those people. So click that little thing that says don't show on my channel, throw them off, whatever. Let's go in all big communities, smashing dislikes with likes on live streams. I think it's fun. I collect lots of people and send them to the stream to help. That's awesome. See, that is my kind of girl. I'm all about, like, let's freaking help each other and have fun with this. This is supposed to be fun. We're supposed to have a good time. YouTube, because I go and look at the terms of service and the community guidelines pretty often, because I don't want a new one to come up and screw either one of my shows. I put a lot of work into both of them, and there's one me. And I've got, you know, I don't like to be like, I'm disabled. I don't think of myself as disabled. But truth be told, especially during really hot, humid weather, yes, I have a lot of problems. You probably won't know it if I walked by you, because I don't really show it, but that's just how I am. WondermusiquE, hi, my friend. Honestly, touch the red button and I will honestly do the same. Trust me, I will. Yes. Yes. That is it. That is the one. And it is always, yes, it's always my friend. And do the same. I got to read that again. That was so good. Hi, my friend. Honestly, touch the red button and I will honestly do the same. Trust me, I will. It's sad to see someone upset live because of the dislikes. Yeah, I mean, if you don't like them, why don't you just leave? Last I checked, you don't have to sit there and nobody's making you sit at the live stream for Christ's sake. I mean, if they suck or you think they suck, or you don't like them, leave. Although I have heard of a lot of people lately trying to like, if they don't like somebody, and I'm not talking just about like big people, or I know people talked about not liking James Cox and everything else like that. And we've had the discussion here. I have made what I think. We all talked about it and everything else like that. And some people love it. Some people don't like it. Some people like I'm a creator. Some people like the I'm a creator things. Some people don't. It's just whatever. But, I know there's been issues with that, but there's also, I've been hearing lately of people that go around trying to get people's live streams shut down just because they purely just don't like them. They aren't like in a community, they aren't anything. And I'm like, why don't you just leave them alone? It's not like, I think is really freaking weird. I saw a live stream. It was right after I did my adult PJ party, which there's a couple of the members in here. Oh, Mama Styles. Okay, I will see you soon. I'm sorry, Mr. Leo's being a grumpy butt today. Tell him to mind his mama. I can't wait until he gets bigger. I feel like I know him. Yeah, Angel loves James Cox. Some people don't. And we've had open discussion in here about who does, who doesn't, who likes it, why they don't like it, what their problems are. And I don't have a problem with that. As long as it's not bashing, as long as you're saying how you feel, that's cool. I mean, I think it should be an open discussion. But the thing that I do think is kind of crappy is people that go around, and somebody told me they were doing this. And I was like, really? Come on, dude. They were going around to people they didn't like and either hitting dislikes or hitting that it was spam. And I'm like, but it's not. Like, if you don't like that, oh, well, she said this about me, or she was bitchy about me on this, and wah, wah, wah. And I'm like, they just don't go watch, for Christ's sake. You're not gonna like everybody, but what can I say? It just, like I said, as Enzo S2W theme said before, discussion is great until you get to somebody who doesn't understand what logical discussion is, which it's even funnier when you call someone on a logical fallacy and I think that's name calling. That is an interesting one. No, that is a type of argument that doesn't stand in a logical debate. That's what a logical fallacy is. Red herring, gaslighting. There's whole lists of logical fallacies. All right, Mama Styles. Good night. I will see you very soon. Mama Styles is around very often. Make sure you check out her channel. And by the way, check out the awesome collab that we did. Yes, I'm shamelessly promoting it, that Mama Styles asked me to do with her. And by the way, she de-virginized me on my makeup collabs. I'd collabed on all these other things, but I'd been asked, but I had never actually done a makeup collab with someone. I think somebody asked me before, but I was busy and I said, hold on. But Mama Styles asked me, and how could I say no to Mama Styles? I love her dearly. And I said, yes. So definitely check out both our channels. Another shameless plug. But what the hell, it's my channel. I can shameless plug the crap out of things. I shamelessly plug all of you. So, which by the way, WondermusiquE is in here, and you have to go down in the description box and you can find his music and the links, which, like I said, Lol's Girl, if you have, I don't know if you know this, I do announcements for anybody who emails me. If you had got a wedding, marriage, something cool in your life, you hit 1,000 subscribers, you hit 42, I don't know. I don't care. I like to tell good news. So if you ever have something to announce, email me at borgiaglobal@gmail.com. It's in the description box, and happy to announce it. Also, by the way, don't forget, guys, it's my way of thanking you. I am an Amazon affiliate. There's a bunch of free stuff I found, so there's links below. Free Prime memberships, free like kids, free mom memberships, free. It's not forever free, but it's for a while. You get a couple months free and all this kind of stuff, and other links, and free music, free Kindle Unlimited, all kinds of free stuff. So that's my way of trying to give back to you. I want to do a giveaway, but I don't know. I want it to be good. I don't want to just take my stuff that like I don't want from BoxyCharm. And well, actually most of the time I try it. So that would be giving you some used makeup. Which, I mean, that's not a bad thing. You can sanitize it, but I don't want to do like a really big giveaway and be like, "Hi, my big giveaway is used makeup." Yes. No. Seriously. So I try to give back by doing announcements and by giving you guys a place to meet each other and have fun and have parties and whatnot. And it's a lot of work, but like I said, I really enjoy it. And I like Law's Girl's attitude of, going by, and I've seen people do the raids and liking things. That's sad when people go by and do that. I mean, I know there's people that can be douchey and whatnot. I am not claiming that I like every single thing. You know what? One thing that I saw when I first come on here, and this was one thing that I thought was really crappy. And it didn't bother me so much about me. It bothered me. Yeah, exactly. Oh, you too. I hate foundation. Seriously, I've worn foundation, Law's Girl, on here once. I'm the weirdest makeup girl I probably on YouTube. um, I am currently doing, actually I paused it for summer because there's no way in hell foundation's going on my face right now. I will paint my face. I will do all kinds of things. If you look back in the beginning, there's my little shorts, my special effects characters. Um, I love makeup. I love fantasy makeup. I like painting on people. I mean, that's what I did last night. Painted on my damn face. I took a couple pictures and then I washed it off. But foundation sucks. I don't like it on my face, and I rarely ever wear it. Even at really formal occasions, I don't. I like highlighter. I like almost everything else. So I'm trying to find. I usually have at least one that I can tolerate. And I know over the years they've gotten better, but it's so cool to find somebody else. I love it, Lil's Girl, that loves makeup but can't stand foundation. That's why there's one foundation. It's called, I have a series going and I've paused it until the weather cools down. Because I'm sorry, I love y'all, but I can't do it. I cannot put the crap. I've got a couple here that I got to try. I returned the first one. Well, I gave away that video. There you go. Go watch it anyway. I did the whole day. Holy crap. That stuff was so drying, and I was disappointed because it didn't feel too bad. But this is the thing. So far, I haven't found a foundation that makes my skin look better. It always makes it look like, and I know how to use it. My mother was a model. I started learning this stuff when I was like 6. So, yeah, exact. I use concealer and mineral powder. Yeah, concealer I can do, Lulz Girl. And if I'm really tired, that's the first like giveaway that I'm not feeling well, is you'll see like the puffy dark circles. I don't have any concealer on today because it's just too hot. And well, hell, I've been on here with a fever with my hair a mess, and I had ice packs on my wrists. But I didn't want to not do my show. If I'm ever really, really so sick I can't, I will cancel, but I really don't like to cancel on you guys. There's so many people who are so loyal and come on and listen and have from the beginning. Hold on. I got to get Coco. Coco's job, it's not Eggy's job. It's Coco's job to entertain you while I spray my throat. Hold on. Say hi to Coco. Hi, Coco. Yeah, I really am still 5 years old. Eggie and Coco are my online friends. It's just so I don't have my big mouth hanging open while I spray that down my throat, because it's bad enough. Like, it's like, woohoo! Constantly with my armpits. But yeah, let's show down my throat too. Anyway, I have that whole thing, find a Holy Grail foundation. I've got a couple. I haven't found it yet. You know what? I'll tell you though. I will use primer, and my two favorites, where are they? Part of my makeup is right here. This is a good one. It doesn't feel like crap. And the Smashbox ones I love, specifically when I do special effects makeup. I love to use the original clear one. I don't like it for regular makeup use, but it's really good because it keeps things from staining your skin. So yes, hi Coco. Coco is, yep, my friend. A very special person gave me this Coco and decorated her head at Christmas. So she's from Foster's Imaginary Friends, and she's my favorite. Well, I love Wilt too. Wilt is awesome. And then somebody pointed out to me, I think it's That's How I Roll pointed out to me. Somebody did, or was it Michelle? Yes, Michelle, I love Coco. She's on the show. Michelle, was it you that pointed out to me that Wilt is disabled, but he still keeps going? And I was like, you know what? I never realized Wilt was disabled. But then again, I'm also the ass that forgot I was in a wheelchair and never thinks of myself as disabled. I mean, obviously, I've talked about a lot today because we have a disability special edition coming up a week from Wednesday. So I'm thinking about it more. Well, also because I feel crappier, you know. But I was talking to Lilith Nova. She's going to be coming on Use Stories. I've got a lot of people lined up for pre-interviews for Use Stories. Nellie Beauty Joy Hernandez. Wonderful. We're having a wonderful chat. We've been all over the place. Oh, that's okay, Lols girl. Yes, go help Mr. Rant Jims with a video edit. That's fantastic. Thank him for coming by. I've stopped by before with you guys. I don't seem to catch you that often, but I am so happy you came by. I hope to see you again. And I love that you don't like foundation either. I am still going to keep trying, but we're going to wait until it gets cold out again. And we'll see, because they tend to dry my face out. I don't have oily skin. I don't have dry skin. But damn, that Estee Lauder Double Wear. It took my face 2 days to recover from like 1 day's worth of that. So, I mean, that was rough. Anyway, yeah, Nellie Beauty Joy, we were talking about the fact that I am, one of my big things that I do on YouTube, other than doing, I have 2 live shows. YouTube's Oprah. Never expected that, but hey, YouTube seems to think so too. They suggest Use Stories along with Oprah and Alan. That's actually by this point old news now. It still is kind of funny, but why the hell not? I work hard at it, and plus they have a whole staff. I got me. And I have Angel as my official guest co-host. But when we do group discussions, I tell everybody, hey, everybody's a co-host. And with that, we're going to have a lot of people. So I'm going to warn everybody ahead of schedule. I'm going to try to give everybody their piece. And I invite every single person who has a disability to come back and talk about it more in detail. But because we're going to have such a large panel and people from so many different areas, which is what I want, and be talking about it and talking to the audience, because all of them are interactive, I want everybody to understand they may not get to tell their whole story in detail. We're going to go with it like I do with discussions. I don't rigidly, with any of the special editions, Angel knows this well. What on earth is that? Hold on. Okay, no idea what that was. Something was tapping. I'm wearing my brace on my hand, Michelle says, because I break bones easily and I have a high pain tolerance. Yeah, I have a high pain tolerance too. I'm actually in a good amount of pain right now, but I don't know. I'm kind of used to it. Yeah, I was talking to Lil Nova and I was explaining it to her because the heat, it gets to me. And I can be in a lot of pain and nobody will ever know it. But I have a I'm pretty, as much energy as I put out when it comes to stuff like that, I'm very calm. In fact, the doctors think it's hysterical because I crack jokes when I'm in pain and whatnot. I mean, it can get bad enough. I've been in the hospital where it's been bad enough that I'm just very quiet. And I mean, some people that yell, I get really quiet. So this actually, when I I try to do things because it distracts from it. Although there's times where the only thing I can do is lay down and go to sleep. You know, it's just my body shuts down and I have to lay down. It says, no, that's it. Unfortunately, like with Lilith Nova, thank you so much, Lilith. I had to reschedule her pre-interview because I felt like crap. I had talked to, oh, and that's the other thing. The week after that, G8TOR BYTE is going to be our guest. And she's going to be on a Monday. And so that week on the 16th, so the 18th will be actually Lady Borgia Live will switch to Wednesday that week. And I tell everybody they have a choice between Mondays and Wednesdays since it's international. I mean, we started off our second show with WondermusiquE from Latvia, staying up from 2 in the morning. I give people a choice Monday or Wednesday when they pre-interview, and I always, whoever pre-interviews first gets the next choice of the, which date is open. So I do it to be fair because we have a lot of people on the list and a lot of people to go through. And as I go through, that's how I schedule them. But I was telling Lilith, I said, yeah, well, part of it, is I can distract myself from it. And sometimes, I mean, in daily life, I'm probably in pain almost all the time, but I think you habituate to it to a certain perspective and you get used to a certain amount of discomfort, I think, like most people. But, and moving along, I know it's probably not the happiest subject. Everybody's already hot and cranky and whatnot, but I just kind of get used to it. And when it's too much, I think that's the first time I've ever had to cancel something with respect to YouTube and say, look, I just can't. But I had to. I had to say, listen, I'm really sorry, but I got to lay down. Like I was starting to fall asleep. I was in a lot of pain. I was feeling really sick. And I had to finally admit, because I thought, well, I can just push through this last one. I'll just, one more pre-interview. I'd had one with G8TOR BYTE earlier in the day. I couldn't do it. So Lilith Nova was so gracious and lovely and said, don't worry about it. We will do it after the holiday. And I've got some really fascinating guests. I'm so excited to pre-interview for you stories that are coming up. So let me get back to some of the other things. I got a little off topic. And yeah, we talked about the bathroom. We talked about how the toilet, when it flushes, it goes flying 25 feet. Oh, thank you. So I didn't realize Lol's girl said you're beautiful. Wow, that's so nice. Thank you, Lol's girl. Totally late. I can't wait to get contacts. I do need new glasses and some contacts. I totally missed that. So Nellie, you were still with us. Yes. So we've got that. By the way, Nellie, we're going to have more adult PJ parties in the future. Not just one, but we're going to do this, I think probably not every month, but every so often, I think we're going to do them. Frank, Art to Morbid, he says, and this was such a compliment. I mean, not just to me, though. I mean, he was on it. But, oh, thank you, Michelle. She says she agrees with her, Lady B. That is so sweet. My sweaty little face right here. Let's hit that sweaty. All right, above my lip is. I need some tissue. Woohoo! That's right. We are gonna have more, and it was so funny. Arthur Morby, he said he does a lively shout out live stream every Wednesday at 12 p.m. Central, which is 1 p.m. Eastern. And I'm not sure, I don't know if he'll be doing it this week because it's on Wednesday. I meant to ask him beforehand. You can go check out his channel. He's got a ton of music stuff. He's been playing with his 2 bands. He's been going to blues festival, metal festivals, different bands. He's got so much cool stuff out right now. You've got to go check Frank out. But one of the things he said was, yeah, we got, you know, adult and kind of, we got a little in there, but nobody got, you know, too gross or disrespectful or like filthy where it was uncomfortable. It was all in good fun. It was definitely adult humor. I'm glad. I will always put the adult rating on it, but everybody, you should see Miss Kathy, Angel, Frank, you know, Enzo, everybody got down and got funny. And we will definitely be doing it again. We'll have different people on the panel. We'll have the same people in the panel. We'll have people in the audience. Sorry, my back, there it goes. Well, that's one of those things, and I always say it for ladies who are well endowed in the front regions, or as Kimberly Harrod said, the chesticles, which I love that when Michael Hubble, the grand nephew of Dr. Hubble, the space telescope was named after him. It was actually, that's my brother too, but it is his grand uncle. Obviously not mine. So, but as Kimberly said on there about welding her chesticles, that's why I do that, because those of us ladies who have that, it gets a little sore. So moving on, I got to do this again. Sorry guys, Coco's coming back out, and then I can get back to topics. Hopefully it did not depress anybody with the pain thing, just being open and honest. It's true, but I'll talk about it during the disability one. Here's Coco again. Okay, there we go. So actually, Nellie, if you're interested, borgiaglobal@gmail.com. I do want to have some of the same people. I'd like to have some other people too. Oh, Best Friend was on there too. It was really funny. Gregory Salvatore, what is up? We were supposed to talk. He is going to be on News Stories. He's one of the many people that I was talking about. Poor Gregory, unfortunately, his engine on his Camaro blew, which is just, oh my God, that's so sad. Gregory, I'm so sorry. And then by the time he got a hold of me, I thought he wasn't available, so that I had company. So don't worry, everybody. Like I said, Lilith was so kind the day before. I did not feel well, and I've never ever canceled something. I felt so bad, but she was so gracious about it. And I thought to myself, you know what? As much as Angel says you are Wonder Woman, which was a huge compliment, because I used to want to be Wonder Woman when I was a kid. Oh, let's see. Michelle says, see you next week on Wednesday and 11th. I'm getting back to working out, finish some choreography to this dance I'm doing. Oh, Michelle, that's awesome. I want to hear about that dance. All right, you get back to that. I'll talk to you later. But I don't know. I know that it's perfectly fine to cancel if you're not well. I just don't like doing it. But I used to do that thing with Wonder Woman. You know how she like spins around Linda Carter? Well, I used to watch the reruns. And she spins around and she magically turns her clothes into the cool outfit. Well, I used to spin around in my living room. Well, it wasn't our living room. We weren't allowed to play in the living room. We're in the family room, and try to change my clothes into like a Wonder Woman thing. And invariably, I would end up like falling over, trying to take my pants off and whatnot. No, this is not during adult life. This is, we're talking like 3-4 years old. I do remember doing this though, trying to get changed while spinning in a circle, because they would have like old reruns of Wonder Woman on. So I have to remember, Angel may have called me Wonder Woman and I may like it. One cannot always be Wonder Woman, and it is okay to sometimes say, I am not well. I can't do that. So I have to remember that. Now, the one thing I will do with you guys, this is one of my favorite lip glosses. You know what? I've got to do, there's a couple things I have to do. Actually, a couple, please. All right. I have a list of videos this long that I have to do for you guys. I also have a whole bunch that I've already filmed, but then I keep filming more because there's more ideas. So moving on, we did talk about the toilet, the 25 feet. Apparently, talking about the bathroom, and then we're going to talk about something very funny in a second. Well, actually, let's move on to that. Let's get out of the bathroom. We've had enough of the bathroom tonight. And we'll just say my cat I think she wants to use it. And I'll explain that later if anybody's interested. So moving on in this hot weather, we have all kinds of things happening. We've had some very weird things happening in my studio. I'm talking about losing pens, and I have all kinds of things, but I make notes on things all the time. I'm constantly having new ideas and whatnot. And I don't know if you guys do that. If you're a musician or a writer, or you're just an idea person, people tend to, like us, will have a pen and paper and be scribbling notes. All right. Well, if you ever scribbled those notes, and by the way, Gregory, definitely get a hold of me so we can schedule after the holidays. I'm actually going to take 2 days off. Holy crap. But I don't live stream every day, but I do work on things every day, and I do work with my other things outside of here. So, but have you ever scribbled ideas when you're like half asleep? And you're like falling asleep and you're like, oh my God, this is the best idea ever. It's so good. I'm going to write it down. I'm going to forget it. And more often than not, I fall asleep with like the pen in my hand, or I do a really fantastic thing with my phone. I fall asleep with this stylus because I have the note phone and my phone in my hand going to like write on it. And then I fall asleep and wake up and this is in my bed and I can't find the darn stylus. It like disappears into God knows where. And they don't have, this is one thing the note phone has to do. They've got to put some kind of locator on this sucker because I love the note phone. I've had one since the Note 2. Yeah, the Note 2. When this damn little thing goes, it can hide. And especially since I chose the Orchid Gray, I preferred that one. My other one was white, so it blends in. Anyway, so I make those ridiculous, I'll either do that and I'll fall asleep, or I'll be writing a comment or email, and you'll see like XJWDZBBBBBBBBBX, because I'll keep falling asleep and I'll keep trying to wake up and finish it and then put it away to go to sleep. Well, I found one of my notes that I did write down. And I thought it was amusing because it's ridiculous. I do remember it was the other day. This sounded like the best idea ever in the world at the time. It sounded absolutely freaking fantastic. Ooh. So, are you ready? And if you're in there, tweet this out, whatnot. I will be on for a little bit longer, although, what is that flashing on the bottom of my computer? Okay, no idea. I've got a blinking light. Oh, okay, obviously I had something sitting on something. That's really great. Okay, so anyway, this was what I found next to my bed. And here it is. This is apparently an idea for something. How packing for reincarnation gets into like on the airline. So apparently I was having a thought, half asleep, about something about packing for reincarnation and what you get to put in your bag when you pack for reincarnation, because hell, you always pack for that, right? What you get to put in your bag, and is it restricted like on the airlines? Yeah. Probably one of the weirdest ones I have found. I don't know. Do any of you guys do that? So probably won't be doing that show. I think I thought it was a show idea or a video. I don't know what the hell it was, but little bit weird. So I don't know. Do you think you get to pack for reincarnation? I don't think so. Last I checked, I could be wrong though. I could be wrong. So I'm looking at my other things, and I think I have done most of it. Oh, here's another one. Bump bump baba. Oh, Hawaii 5-0. Obviously, I had a thought about Hawaii 5-0. This is just a piece of paper that was next to my bed. something about a broken pen. Recycle, but don't hoard. Okay, that's good. And make abuse fruit. What the hell? Yeah, apparently I need to take my pen away at night because we have packing for reincarnation, making abuse fruit. I think that says fruit. Fruit abuse. I didn't know fruit could be abused. And oh, what song do you sing to yourself? Okay, that kind of makes sense. Oh, and I wrote something about put dividers in for dividers. All right. Well, you can tell that I've obviously been tired and wrote some really weird things. And my computer is still blinking on the bottom for Windows, and I don't know why it's doing that. So, wow, okay, that doesn't want to close. All right, well, being that it's very hot, and I don't know, do you guys write weird stuff in the night? I just read you mine. It is truly bizarre. But do I want to change my, yes, let's click save so it stops doing that. I don't know. I almost want to think, if you could pack for reincarnation, what would you pack? I don't know. Now maybe I'll add it to like my weird questions. Okay, this is, my computer is freaking out. It wants to save, and it wants to save the file and name it Angel Domingue. Okay, let's click no. Apparently my computer has gremlins now and weird crap is going on. All right. Well, we're going to go through some last things and then I will call it a little bit early, unless you all have something interesting to talk about. I have lots of things I could talk about, but it's just bizarre. Anyway, so if you could pack for reincarnation, what would you pack? That's an interesting question. And I think I'm going to save it and make some regular questions. Oh, I know what I forgot about. Before I forget, I'm going to get so pissed if I don't do this. I wanted to do, the phrase of the day. And I love the languages. I love learning different languages. I know there's a lot of people on here who do love learning languages and stuff like that. I'm right now, well, I can't say I'm actively studying. I was ASL, Latin, Hindi, and that's it. And now Mama Stella said she would practice with me on over Skype and stuff like that. So that's really cool. Anybody else who knows ASL, please tell me, because I would love to practice. Like, I know this and I know this and I know this. That's I love you. And that's somebody that I've missed, is best friend in my thread, but she is doing her own thing right now. I'm not going to announce her things because she didn't tell me. But so the one thing I do want to say before I move on is the phrase of the day is soup to nuts. I don't know if you've heard it, or we can do the whole 9 yards, but where do they come from? Why do we use them? Well, soup to nuts, I don't know if anybody actually knows, but soup to nuts refers to, people use that when it includes everything. We do everything. I think the last time I heard somebody using it was a kitchen refacing company or something like that, and they were trying to do sales. They were trying to teach him how to sell. I don't know, he sucked terribly. And it was, we do everything soup to nuts, meaning, we cover everything. Well, if you didn't know, soup to nuts, the reason why they say that is everything that is included in a form of dinner, from soup all the way down to nuts, because they used to serve nuts with dinner. So that is one. And the other one I want to give you for Made in the World, Made in the USA Day, World UFO Day, and a few others that I said before. I'm going to tell you about the whole 9 yards because I think it's really cool. This is one that I know from my mom, because in fact, I know a lot of these from my mom because, wow, where did that screen just go? That was really cool. Anyway, I know these from my mom because she loves the English language. She loves all languages. The whole 9 yards, meaning getting all of something and not being cheated out, you get the whole 9 yards, came from way back when people were buying fabric from the weavers. And a lot of the time, well, not a lot, well, some of the time, the weavers would try to cheat them out. And instead of getting the whole 9 yards, they would undercut them a bit. And that is how it be, to save on what they're making. Obviously, the less they give out, the less they have to pay into, because they have to, spin the wool, weave it, whatever, buy it. You know how it goes when you make something. So the saying, the whole 9 yards, came from that, getting your whole 9 yards of fabric from the weaver. And soup to nuts, that meaning inclusive of everything, we do it from the beginning to the end, all of it, is from the beginning, the first course, the soup, all the way through the dinner, to the nuts, which were often dessert at the end. So that was the last thing I wanted to say. Of course, I have many, many more. I've got other stories on here, and I do want to know about what you would pack for reincarnation. I'm curious what on earth I was thinking of, or why fruit was abused, and fruit abuse. I don't know. I'm also the only person I know that actually shares the bizarre things that I write down when I'm sleeping. So, or half asleep, that weird dream state. So I'm kind of curious. I almost want to put a pen in my hand and say, find out what on earth I have tonight, because I'm kind of curious what it might be. But that is all for tonight. It is almost time for my vacation, my holiday. I'm really going to try not to work tomorrow, although I probably will be on a bit. I'm going to go swimming, hopefully, take advantage and finally go to the pool club and swim and make my joints feel better, which, by the way, if you have fibromyalgia, oh, this is something I want to share with you for the holiday. Some things to make you feel better. If you want to feel better, you've got fibromyalgia, you've got these different diseases, some exercise can make you feel better. And what is it a perfect time to do but swim? And the reason why swimming is so good for you is because you're weightless. It's no impact exercise. And the more you move around and actually move your muscles and joints, it actually helps it and keeps things fluid and moving. So one of the ways that you can not only, let's be cliche, beat the heat and help your diseases, and this is one of the ways I got out of a wheelchair, is go swimming. Get your swimsuit on. Who gives a crap if you're in shape or not? Or what do they say? Do you have your summer body? Oh, who cares? Put the suit on, get into the water, put a hat on because you can get sunstroke. Get your sunscreen. Oh, which, by the way, warning, I'm going to start getting dark real fast. Oh, have a good night, Gregory. We'll talk soon. And, oh, Rachel Evolve, I'm so sorry I had to go get some food. Oh, honey, I know how that was. Last week on You Stories, I was so freaking hungry. I was digging around for mints during the show. I forgot to eat beforehand. And then finally, because last week's episode was not only someone not on YouTube, and was also Dr. Hubble's grandnephew, but he was also my brother. So both of us admitted last Wednesday, we're like, okay, we're getting so hungry, we're going to end the show because I couldn't even find my mints. And I was going to eat something. But Rachel, I'll tell you this because you might find this amusing. Have you ever had those things where you write down notes while you're sleeping? And I'm going to say it again for anybody who wasn't there. Or I will use my phone, but then I'll lose. I have a note phone, and I've had one since the Note 2. I'll lose the little stylus because I fall asleep. Or I fall asleep and I press down on something. Let's say I'm sending an email, like one last email before I go to bed. Let me just get this done, and then I'll go to sleep. And then you'll see like the email writing. It'll be like FFGGGX. Well, I also write down ideas I have, and they sound fantastic at the time. Here we go. This is for you, Rachel. How to pack for reincarnation. What gets allowed in your bag, like when you go on the airlines? Yeah, that's an idea I had to talk about the other night. And let's see, something about make fruit abuse something. So apparently I was worried about fruit abuse. No idea why. The land of dreams are a very strange place. Rachel, oh, I started swimming at the Y a couple years ago. I ran into my boss's wife. Was the last time I ever went swimming again. Very sweet person, but I hate running into people when I'm out. You know what? That's an interesting thing that you say that, because it depends on the mood I'm in. If sometimes I really don't want to run into people. And I totally understand that statement. And it's not because I dislike people, but especially when I'm exercising, I don't want to talk to anyone. I want to go, and when I swim in the winter, I swim indoors. I haven't gotten to swim in a long time because of health problems and issues. And but when I go, and when I'm finally swim enough, I'll go back to lifting weights, which I really, really love doing. I hate, okay, I don't like using the word hate, but I really despise the treadmill. If I do cardio, I'll swim for miles. I do not like to run. Okay, now I can't run. It's really funny when I try to run. It's kind of like a skip hop. When I walk, it looks perfectly normal. But anyway, I totally identify with that, because if I'm in a certain mood, and Mama Styles, we found out, because Angel always says she's an introvert, and I am both. I said, well, I always call myself like an introverted extrovert or an extroverted introvert. There's periods of time, Michelle, Mindy, hey, how are you, sweetie? There's periods of time where I'm very social and I love to talk to people. I love to be out. But then there's other times that I keep to myself and I just want to be quiet. And I'm quiet for hours on end during the day doing stuff, or I'm going to swim or exercise. And like you, yeah, no, never, because I dislike people. If I dislike someone, I'll go straight up ignore them. Yeah, me too. You don't exist then. And I have a terrible time. Like, I literally won't even notice them. If I dislike someone, you just get cut out of my brain. I forget you, and then I'm terrible at even people that know me and I like. Sometimes they're like, did you see me? And I'll be, if I'm in my own little world doing something, I'm like, no, I'm really sorry. I wasn't paying attention around me. But yeah, if I like them, I will hide from them. There's nothing to do with this me. I have a friend who used to do that all the time. It was just she actually, a friend who had social anxiety used to do that. I do that when I'm exercising because I don't want to talk. I want to go there and swim or lift weights when I work my way back up to it. I still have the muscles, but last time I tried to go back into it too fast. And it wasn't that I wasn't strong enough, I just went too far and hurt myself. And then I couldn't go back for a while, which I don't want to do that again. But yeah, I totally understand that, because when I'm swimming, I just want to swim. I don't want to talk. I don't want to chat. I don't want to stand by the pool and do it. The pool club is a little bit different. But even then, if I go in the lap lanes and I just want to swim or I just want to play with my family, I get in moods where I don't want to talk. And sometimes somebody wants to talk and I'm like, oh shit. And I feel bad because I'm like, but I just want to sit here and do this. And you know what? I think a lot of people feel that way. And it's just something that people don't say. But and it's no, it's not them. It's nothing that they've done or anything else like that. I honestly get in moods and that I just don't feel like talking. And Mama Styles told me it's being an ambivert. And I looked it up and she's absolutely correct. And I learned something every live stream. So I know I shared it last time, but I'll share it this time before I go, and but that's a really good point. I don't always want to talk. And that must be my introverted side, because I just don't sometimes. But definitely while working out, that's no talk time. That's hush. Because I know there's a lot of women who like to get on the treadmill and chat. And I'm like, no, number one, I can't stand the treadmill. But I don't want to chat. I don't come to work out to talk. I actually love the exercise. And so hopefully I can do that. I'm hoping I get to go swimming tomorrow. We will see. I don't know. Hopefully on the 4th of July. It'll have to see what my family is doing and what's going on. But it is now 9 o'clock, and I know sometimes I let the show go really, really, really long. But with the holiday coming, I've got to end it. So I'm going to say to everybody, thank you so much. Thank you, Rachel, for coming, Michelle, Gregory, everybody that has come through tonight. It's been wonderful to see you. Everybody who's coming on the playback. Oh, Rachel, you're an introvert all the way, for I don't want to talk to people when I'm at the food market. Yes, sometimes I'm like that too. It's really funny. It depends on the mood I'm in. Sometimes when I go out, I'll chat with everybody who's around and people start conversations with me and I'll chat back. Other times I just want to be in my own zone and I just want to do what I'm doing. There's a lot of the time I'll go shopping by myself. And if I go shopping by myself, it's because I want to be by myself and I just want to go do shopping. And it's not that I don't pay attention to people around me. You know, obviously I'm not walking into people and being rude, but I just kind of want to be quiet and do my thing. So I think that is perfectly normal. I think a lot of people do that. And you think you kind of like feel it out when you see someone. And normally, if people are smart, you can tell if somebody doesn't really want to chat, you move on. Some people, though, don't always get the hint and you can get stuck. I had a friend actually, before I go, I will say this, she used to hide from her neighbors. She intentionally would not look at her neighbors when she was coming in because she would get in a mood that she was very outgoing sometimes and a total extrovert, but she was also an introvert. And like I said, just recently, Mama Styles told me that's an ambivert. And she would get in her introverted mood and she would intentionally like not look. And she's like, I tried, I'm not looking. You know, I wouldn't look at them and they're trying to speak to me anyway. And I'm like, honey, it's okay. It's okay. But oddly enough, yeah, I do know exactly what that feels like. So to all the people out there, it has nothing to do with you. You're all loved. It is just sometimes people just want to be in their own little world, and it's not a selfish thing or anything that we dislike you. It's an introverted thing, which, like I said, I'm coming to find out I am absolutely both. I'm completely balanced between introvert and extrovert. So, not talking to your neighbors is so Seinfeld in the same way. Yep. I used to do that at my townhouse sometimes because there's like so many neighbors concentrated. I just would want to go in, but from where my parking place was to where my house was, like it wasn't far, but it wasn't just like 2 feet. And I had to walk down the walkway just a little bit. And I would, keep going because it was either like, I want to just go in and cook dinner, or I just want to go do this. I don't want to have like a thing. And I didn't really watch Seinfeld that much, but that does sound very Seinfeld. And it always reminds me of my friend Michelle, which of course I won't say the last name or anything. I have a couple friends, Michelle, but she knows which one she is. So on that note, I may not be back until Thursday. I know normally I am on Wednesdays, 7 p.m. Eastern. Just for this week, I've moved it to Thursdays, 7 p.m. Eastern will be the original show, Interview You Stories, and it will be Best Friend in My Thread. Sorry, I always say in my thread. It's so bizarre. Best Friend in Your Thread. Well, I think I'm thinking it the way she's saying it, and I always end up saying, so Best Friend in My Thread. Best Friend in Your Thread. She is linked below. Check out her channel. I hope everybody has a wonderful holiday. If you're not in the U.S., I hope you have a wonderful holiday. Hell, celebrate the U.S.'s birthday. have fun at the fireworks, have fun with the food. I don't know if we are going tomorrow or not. If we do, I'll film some of it. That would be, oh, I could use my rig that I got. I was going to film around New York. I still am, but it's been so hot. You don't want to go traipsing around the city in this heat. It's just freaking miserable with all the concrete and stuff. So that is coming. I'm going to let it cool down some more. But anyway, have a wonderful 4th of July. Enjoy the fireworks. My family and I just can't decide yet. Do we want to go? Do we not? It's so hot that it's just like really hard to get into a lot of stuff. Hopefully, we'll have the energy to go and get our butts in the pool and swim. And I know the U.S. is just dying right now, so keep yourselves cool. If you have ice packs, get those out and put them on your wrists. It can really help a lot. If you don't have air conditioning, put your feet in a bucket of cool water. Anything you can to cool yourself down. So, you know, because I don't want anybody getting hurt in the heat. Oh, Rachel, thank you so much. I love these chats with you too. I love you all. Happy 4th of July. You know what? I had my flag all ready to wave it and I left it over there. So you're going to have to imagine happy 4th of July. Oh, I've got a blue comb. There we go. There we go. Here's my blue comb. That's so pathetic. Coco says good night. I love you all. Have a great holiday throughout the whole world. To everybody on the replay, I love you all. Thank you for coming and watching. I will see you on Thursday and get ready for that disability special on the 11th. And Lady Borgia Live will be back on Monday the 9th. All right. Good night, all. I love you. Happy 4th of July.